Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to embark on a journey into a world of chaos and destruction? A world where the undead roam free and survival is your only goal. Then look no further than Dead Island 2, the thrilling video game sequel that will have you on the edge of your seat. With its stunning graphics and heart-pounding action, Dead Island 2 will take you on a journey through a post-apocalyptic California like you've never seen before. So, grab your friends, stock up on supplies, and get ready to fight for your life. The zombie apocalypse is here, and it's time to show the undead who's boss. Are you ready for the challenge? Dead Island 2 takes place in an open-world setting in California, which has been hit by a massive outbreak of a mysterious virus that turns people into bloodthirsty zombies. The game follows a group of survivors who are trying to make their way through the undead-infested streets and find a way out of the city. Players take on the role of one of the survivors and must scavenge for supplies, weapons, and shelter while battling hordes of zombies and other survivors who have turned to violence in order to survive. As players progress through the game, they will encounter a variety of characters, each with their own unique personalities and backstories, and must work together with them to survive. Throughout the game, players will have to make difficult choices that will affect the outcome of the story and their relationships with other characters. Will they choose to help others in need or focus solely on their own survival? Will they form alliances or go it alone? The choices players make will ultimately determine their fate in this post-apocalyptic world. Overall, Dead Island 2 offers a thrilling and immersive experience that will keep players on the edge of their seats as they fight to survive in a world overrun by zombies. Exploration is a key aspect of the gameplay in Dead Island 2. The game is set in a vast open-world environment, which allows players to explore and discover new areas as they progress through the story. The game encourages players to be adventurous and explore every nook and cranny of the game world, as there are many hidden secrets and valuable resources to be found. As players explore the game world, they will encounter a variety of different environments, each with its own unique challenges and hazards. From abandoned city streets and overrun suburban neighborhoods, to remote wilderness areas and hazardous industrial zones, Dead Island 2 offers a diverse and immersive world that is just waiting to be explored. One of the key benefits of exploration in Dead Island 2 is the opportunity to discover valuable resources that can be used to craft new weapons, upgrade gear, and improve survival skills. Players will need to scavenge for supplies such as food, water, and medical supplies, as well as weapons and ammunition, to survive and progress through the game. In addition to finding resources, exploration in Dead Island 2 also allows players to discover new characters and storylines, which can lead to new quests and objectives. The game features a large cast of characters, each with their own unique personality and backstory, and players will need to interact with them in order to progress through the story. Overall, exploration is a crucial aspect of the gameplay in Dead Island 2, as it allows players to discover new resources, characters, and storylines, and ultimately enhances the overall experience of the game. Dead Island 2 is an open-world action RPG that features a variety of gameplay mechanics and systems that work together to create a dynamic and engaging experience. Here's a more detailed breakdown of some of the game's key gameplay features. Combat. Combat in Dead Island 2 is fast-paced and brutal, with a focus on melee combat and improvisation. Players can use a variety of weapons, from makeshift melee weapons like pipes and crowbars to more advanced firearms and explosives. Each weapon has its own strengths and weaknesses, and players can upgrade and modify their weapons to suit their playstyle. Enemies. The game's world is filled with dangers, such as hordes of zombies, rival factions, and environmental hazards. There are several types of enemies in the game, including traditional zombies, mutated zombies with special abilities, and human enemies with different weapons and tactics. Different enemies are vulnerable to different types of attacks, adding an element of strategy to combat. Dead Island 2 is known for its gore and violence, as it features realistic and graphic depictions of killing zombies. The game's combat system is designed to be visceral and brutal, with limbs and body parts flying off as players attack zombies with various weapons. The game also includes different types of zombies, each with their own unique visual design and abilities, which adds to the overall gore and violence of the game. Additionally, the game features a detailed damage system, which allows players to see the physical effects of their attacks on zombies, making for a more immersive and realistic experience. While the game's gore may not be for everyone, it is an integral part of the game's design and adds to the overall atmosphere and tone of the game. Skills and abilities. Players can choose from a variety of unique characters, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, and customize their abilities and skills to suit their playstyle. There are several different skill trees to choose from, allowing players to focus on things like combat, survival, or support. As players progress through the game, they earn skill points that can be used to unlock new abilities and improve existing ones. Crafting. In Dead Island 2, players can craft and modify weapons and items using resources found throughout the game world. Crafting allows players to create weapons with unique attributes, such as increased damage or durability, and can be used to create items like healing items or traps. Cooperative multiplayer. The game features cooperative multiplayer, allowing players to team up with friends to take on the challenges of the game together. Multiplayer adds an element of teamwork to combat and exploration, and players can share resources and work together to complete objectives. Overall, Dead Island 2 offers a diverse and engaging gameplay experience, with a focus on exploration, customization, and cooperative play. The game's various gameplay mechanics and systems work together to create a dynamic and immersive world full of danger and opportunity. Dead Island 2 features improved graphics compared to its predecessor, with more detailed character models and environments. The game utilizes the latest game engine technology to deliver a more immersive and visually stunning experience. The game's graphics also include dynamic lighting and shadow effects, which enhance the game's overall atmosphere. Additionally, Dead Island 2 takes advantage of modern hardware capabilities to deliver smoother frame rates and higher resolution graphics, making for a more enjoyable gameplay experience. Pros. Open world gameplay. Players can explore a large open world environment, complete quests, and engage in various activities. Diverse range of weapons and abilities. The game offers a range of weapons and abilities for players to choose from, allowing for different playstyles. Cooperative multiplayer. The game offers cooperative multiplayer, allowing players to team up and complete missions together. Detailed and realistic graphics. The game boasts highly detailed graphics that bring the game's world to life. Unique setting. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic California, offering a unique and immersive setting. Engaging storyline. The game's storyline is immersive and engaging, drawing players into the game's world. Challenging difficulty. The game offers a challenging difficulty level, providing players with a satisfying and rewarding experience. Day and night cycle. The game features a dynamic day and night cycle that affects gameplay and adds to the game's realism. Varied enemy types. The game offers a range of enemy types with different strengths and weaknesses, keeping gameplay fresh and exciting. Soundtrack. The game features a great soundtrack that complements the game's atmosphere and adds to the overall experience. Cons. Bugs and glitches. The game has been known to suffer from some bugs and glitches, which can affect gameplay and overall enjoyment. Repetitive gameplay. The game can become repetitive, with players often having to complete similar tasks and missions. Poor AI. The game's AI can be lackluster, with enemies often behaving predictably and allies being unresponsive. Limited character customization. The game offers limited character customization options, which can be disappointing for some players. Long load times. The game's long load times can be frustrating for some players, particularly when loading into new areas or missions. Unbalanced difficulty. The game's difficulty can feel unbalanced at times, with certain enemies or missions being overly difficult. Lack of innovation. The game may feel lacking in innovation compared to its predecessor and other games in the genre. Story pacing. The game's story pacing can feel uneven at times, with some parts feeling rushed while others feel slow. Lack of depth in side quests. The game's side quests can feel shallow and lacking in depth compared to the main storyline. Lack of replay value. Once the game's story is complete, there may be little incentive for players to replay the game. But overall it's good and enjoyable game. I will have to say that this game is a solid 8 out of 10. I would recommend this game to anyone looking for an immersive gaming experience with great graphics and engaging gameplay. It's not without its flaws, but they are relatively minor in the grand scheme of things. If you're a fan of this genre, then this game is definitely worth checking out. That's it for my review. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more game reviews and content, and feel free to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.